Hi everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of the Anchor Founder. And today we'll be doing. I always forget. Let me reduce this a bit. So today we'll be porting an Anchor fundraiser program to Pinocchio. Yep. Let's see how that goes. So let me share that we are live in a minute. How do I do? I think Telegram. That's my X account. I will share my screen in a minute and also we can get to it. But let me first do this. Am I live? Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Open live video. A minute. Sorry. So if you're live in the chat here, let's just know how has the streams been, the previous Pinocchio series. What's your reaction to it? What does it feel better than Anchor? Does it feel scarier? Let me know in the chat. While I try to do this. Let me send. Trying to do. I don't know if you're on Twitter. Just use the the chat feed, right? The stream chat. Yes, the chat in the stream. Use the chat in the stream, and I will be able to see it because I'm only tracking Twitter now. I don't know if there are chats coming in from other platforms. I'll have to use, maybe if I use OBS and set that up. But for now, I'm still using Streamlink. Trying to make a post about this. And if you'd like to come to the backstage, yeah, just hit me up. Hit me up. I think Abimbola is supposed to be here today. That's Dave Emmanuel from yesterday. He's supposed to be here backstage. So before I did 2 minutes, 3 minutes already. Let me just quickly share this. Yep. This Bianca founder. 14 a fundraiser program from Anchor to Pinocchio. Yep, that's what we're doing today. And just start here. Live. I'm trying to do. Yep. Yes. So let's get to it. Oh, sorry. One more. My bad. It's called. Give me a minute, sir. I'm trying to pull in other folks into the stream. Yeah. Yes, found you. And posting this here. Okay, and we can start. So, what's the fundraiser program about? So, um, I think someone is in my DM asking to explain. Okay, Emmanuel, if you're on the chat, what a fundraiser is, I'm explaining on the corner. So, okay, so what a fundraiser is, am I sharing my screen yet? Yes, but not this particular one. Process make instruction, Pinocchio, fundraiser, anchor fundraiser. Yes, this is what we're doing. It's my screen audible. This is the anchor version, right? This is anchor fundraiser. Mm. So this is what. Let me turn down the music a bit. Some people are stalking me right now. They just stalking my post. Okay, so yeah, what is this fundraiser about? This is just like a crowdfunding platform. That's basically what the fundraiser is, a crowdfunding platform, right? So and basically in this crowdfunding platform, there are just I think four instructions. This is written with Anchor, right? So we want to port this from Anchor to Pinocchio. Source Liberis. Yes, so we have I think majorly four: initialize instruction, contribute instruction, check contributions. This check contribution is I'll get to that. Check contribution, then refund. So majorly four instructions, right? One, two, three, four. Four simple, straightforward, self-explanatory instructions, right? Let's check what that is actually about. So let's walk you through the architecture, right? A fundraising account consists of. So this is the fundraising, just this Anchor, right? Everybody knows Anchor. Let's assume everybody knows Anchor, right? This is the Anchor founder. You should know Anchor. You should be a fan of Anchor. If you don't know Anchor, you should like Anchor, I guess. So this is what the fundraiser account is an account, Anchor account here, and it's deriving initialized space, right? We're storing the maker, the mint to raise, the amount to raise, current amounts that have been raised, time that this fundraising started, how long will it last for, then a bump. That's basically what the fundraising account is saving. So in this account, we'll store what that is. Then if the create, this is the initialize. So in the initialize, what we are doing here is we create the context. We have this fundraising account, the means to raise account. That's the means. The token means they are raising. You only want to accept maybe USDC, or let's say you only want to accept whatever token you want to accept. So the mint of that token, right? Then the fundraiser account, that's the fundraiser state. This is the state where we're storing this. This is the fundraiser account that we created now. State account. Then the vault, that is the ATA of this state account, right? So this is the ATA of it, where the money is going to be going to, right? Then the STEM program, token program, and asset token program, all of that good stuff. Then I just explain what's going on there, right? And we have a functionality. This is just creating, I just saving those states. I just saving those states, right? So now, the initial method, the first method is contribute. When you've created when you have a fundraising platform, you actually want people to contribute. When you have a crowdfunding platform, you want people to fund your your expenditure, your adventure, bro. You want people to pay and support your project, right? Excuse me. So in this instruction, we have one, two, three, four, five, six, eight accounts. The main to raise, fundraiser, contributor account, contributor ETA, and also here is where a user comes to deposit the money that they want to contribute, right? Then we're doing in the instruction, we're just doing some checks. Check if it meets the minimum requirement. Check if exceeds the maximum requirement, the maximum amounts required to deposit. Then check if the maximum contribution per contributor has been reached. So uh, you were supposed to contribute, total amount that you're supposed to contribute, right? If you've got into that, then we check if the fundraising duration has been reached. So if the time frame has been, if you got into the time frame, you cannot fundraise, you cannot add funds into the escrow, to the vault anymore, right? Then we have a CPI program token CPI to the token program to transfer. This is token program. This is not token program. Sorry. This is the instruction. I thought this is the struct. So, and now we're just making a transfer. Then creating or making a transfer here. And we have two states that we're keeping track of. The total amount that this fundraising platform, this specific fundraising has raised, then how much you as a contributor you have added. So we are getting the contributor account and the fundraiser general context. And the contributor account is from the seed of contributor and fundraiser, then contributor key, your signer key. Then the next instruction is, I think, should be after you contribute. So check contributors in the check contribute. User will be able to claim, they actually claim token, not contribute, not check contributions. Should be like claim. I said it before. Claim your contributions, right? So what's happening here? In this context, you are passing all the accounts needed for user to claim the raised token. That means the admin, the owner of this platform, wants to claim the token that have been raised. So what we're doing here is just transferring the whole amount that's inside the vault to the admin of the platform, the person creating, just like GoFundMe, right? That's what this is about. Then what we're doing again, now we'll go to refund the contribution to then implement some functionality to refund. So if the threshold has elapsed, if you've gotten to the time limit and your target has not been met, the people that actually invested the money into the platform want to get their money out back. So that's what this refund is. So I'm making a check to see that the fundraising has not ended. Yes, and we're checking also that the target has not been met. Then we are doing a transfer. So transfer how much you deposited, right? And we're getting that from contributor account, that amount. So we have a PDF for you that's tracking how much you've deposited, basically. So say all the funded out of current amounts, blah 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 blah. Blah. And we're reducing the amount that you deposited, basically. That's all about the fundraising account. We have an instruction to initialize as an admin, initialize your own fundraising platform inside there. So then you allow people contribute. Then if your target has been met, you can withdraw your funds. Then if your target was not met and you did not reach and the time has elapsed, people that deposited money will want to withdraw their funds. So yeah, four, straightforward. Now we have this as a reference to create something. So let's check. Let's get working. Let me close some of this. Byte more flat SVM, byte more flat SVM. Penalty. Let me fuck this. What's nice typing? Sorry, 1 minute. I want to have a repository before I lose track of it. Yes. So I can close all of this, right? Is there any other thing I need? Nope. I can close all of this. I'll not clock my CPU. Are we still good? Yeah, we're still running fine. Cool. What else needs to be closed? That is basically just it, right? So now I started a couple of things before the call, so I'll just share what we started. Yeah, I'm here. So we have this. So now let me do this. I've created, good thing I created a repository before the call, right? So I can just share the repository in chat. Am I just swiping from left to right? Aha. So I go to inspiration, blah 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 blah. Vault front end. just come to repositories. And I want to come to Pinocchio fundraiser. Is that it? Yes, Pinocchio fundraiser. Did you complete the escrow yesterday? I actually completed the escrow yesterday. Maybe after this, after the call, I will go over the escrow again. So this is the link to the repository. The link to the repository, and I'll try to paste that here. It's on at at YouTube. Mm, fundraiser. So let me try to get this and paste it on Twitter. So I copy, I copy it's copied already. Actually. So let me wait. Telegram. Where is it opening now? Yeah, good. Then in a minute, sorry. Trying to send that to Telegram. So to Twitter. So I attached it already on Twitter. You can check Twitter, the live feed, and also yeah, attach it on Twitter also. So now let's get back to business. Aha. So let's see. We have this repository set up. So it's just basic repository, right? So now let me get to what's actually going on there. Aha. So let's close this. I this is like I built it from I'm trying to build it from the escrow we started yesterday, right? I've completed that one, like I said, after I'm done with this, maybe at the end of the call, we'll get into that. So here we have this instruction. For Pinocchio program needs just a few dependencies, a few. So you're using Pinocchio pub key, Pinocchio token, Pinocchio system, Pinocchio assisted token account, ByteMock. I'm using ByteMock. ByteMock is a dev dependency, no dev dependency. And I'm using LightSVM to test. LightSVM token. So all results are for LightSVM, right? So then inside our program, in the librs, I'm just specifying that this Pinocchio program, sorry, this Pinocchio program has four instructions, right? Initialize, contribute, check contributions, and refund. That's coming from this models here. So I'm creating an enum, and I should do rep u8. Yeah, so to order it this same way. Yeah. Oh, if I just did it this way too. So if I don't put this here, it will still work. Since I'm already specifying that this is the order. It should be in, if I don't assign it a value here, and I did this, it would automatically take this as zero, right? So let's go with one convention, right? So let's, if we assign it, we assign it. If we are using repar UH, we do that. Let me take this down. Yeah. Then now let's get to initialize. So what's going on here? What is actually going on here? I started creating the fundraiser account. This one that we saw right here, program fundraiser. Sorry, not this one. This one, same thing, but I just wanted to get the account straightforward. Inside fundraiser, then inside source, then inside states, right? Okay, actually, I can just get it from the readme. This fundraiser states maker, mean to raise, amount to raise, current amount, all of that. And I'm doing it, yeah. Okay, so you see, first thing, you see that there's a whole lot of things going on here. I'm not using pub key here. I'm using a assigned integer array, U8 array of length 32. U8 array of length 32. That is basically what the size of a pub key is. So I'm saving the pub key here as bytes, not as pub key directly. It's just to save saves. It could use a pub key directly here too. It doesn't do, it's still same, it still works well. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm using I'm using ByteMock. So I'm using ByteMock to be able to reuse this data, this struct account as a struct, as a struct that makes sense, right? So if I was not using this, I would just use, I'll have a lot of implementation that converts one of the methods to account info, from account info, use unsafe. But I don't use unsafe anyway. So how I'm going with ByteMock, right? So let's go with ByteMock. It will make sense along the way. So we have this process initialize fundraiser that we can call in our librs. So here in the initialize, you can do process. So that I copied. So you could just do this process initialize fundraiser from instructions, right? Instructions, process initialize fundraiser. We have that there. And what is it taking? It's taking accounts, borrowed accounts. So now the account that we're taking is from this account here that the process instruction is expecting. So we can pass in the accounts there. Then we also need the data. So the first thing, we're removing the discriminator from the data, right? So we're passing the data from the client. Then we're removing the discriminator. This is the discriminator. But in our test, this is what it will look like in our test. Do I still have that? I don't think I still have that up here. Do I? But if you check okay, basically in our test, this is what it will look like in the test. We are going to do something like let ix data equals vec. Then the first item of the vec will be the discriminator. If the first, so it might be 0, right? Then as u8, 0 as u8. Then the remaining will be the remaining data that we need for this instruction to go through, right? So we have just our account and the instruction data. So now we can pass all the other data. Let's say we want to do make amounts, or amounts. Let's call it minimum amount, right? Minimum amount. But now we are taking this as vec, right? As vec of u8. So we have to pass this as, let's say the minimum amount here. As I'm still working with integers, outside integers is this as u8. Then I can just do dot concat. Then dot concat converts the whole thing into a single convert the whole thing into a single array, like so. So we have 0 as U8. I think that's U00000 as U8. Then we have the next. So it spreads everything inside one single array, like so. So we have a single array. So that single array we're passing single vector that we're passing here as the instruction data. So all of the data we're requesting as the instruction will be inside a single big um, vector. So it's vector that we're passing from the client. So that is why we are removing the discriminator first before we pass the rest as the account data. So now the next thing to this instruction will be instruction data. Yep. Then at the end, you can do this question mark. Yeah, cool. Sorry, data, not instruction data. Instruction data needs to be, yeah. Data is what? Data is the remaining after we split the first. So the first is the discriminator, and every other thing that remains is what we're calling data. That's the data that we're actually passing, right? Yeah, so let's do. Now let's get into actual instruction for initializing our fundraiser. Let's get into it. Now, if we check, if we check, um, scrolling down, save myself. Sorry about that for a minute. So if we check this reference here, the program are porting. For this program, we see that for this instruction, this initialize instruction, we need how many accounts? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven accounts, right? So those are the only seven accounts we need from the clients. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We don't need the rent. We will need the rent because we want to calculate the rent. So the reason why we're using rent here in Anchor, you can just use rent inside your. We're not even doing this here because in Anchor you can just pass in it. You need to create this account for you, calculate the rent that is needed, and pass the amount that you need to pass inside this, right? But in Pinocchio, we want to handle all of that ourselves. We don't want to call a rent method on chain because a rent method on chain just gives, I think it has a base CU of 100. So we want to save those 100 CUs. If we can, let's just save it, right? We want to save those 100 CUs and we expect the client to pass in the rent account from the client. Hey, yo, Div, GM, bro. Yeah, let's get to the other thing. So these are the accounts that we need, right? Bye bye. Let me, I just froze my entire PC. I froze something. Yeah, escape. Uh, okay. 1 minute. I think I froze a lot of things at the same time. What did I do? 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 Now I don't have access to my PC. I pressed a config in this box. In this tab. Oh, this is what I did. Crazy. So now let's get back to what we are doing. Where is, yeah, here we are. Sorry about that, folks. Then let me bring this back. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say. We have all our accounts here now as account infos. Then if something went wrong, if you don't provide all of these accounts, if something went wrong, just pass through an error program error from Pinocchio, not enough account keys. Then what we want to do first thing is check that the maker is a signer. So the first account in the structure should be a signer. Then the next check we're doing is check that the fundraiser is actually fundraiser derived from client is equal to the derived fundraiser in our program. In program, I want to make sure that the fundraiser account you're passing, in the fundraiser, this fundraiser account is derived from a couple of seeds. Mhm. So You can pass, you can have it here, like so. This okay, this is the bump for the account. You can derive it and have this, but we already know what the sheets are. We're going to specify that. Let's see what sheets were used here. Fundraiser, B fundraiser and the maker as key. Hmm. So keys, fundraiser key, keys equals this guy. Let, but this is not how it will be, right? You still do some check passes with it. It's not of type binary, it's of type seeds. Where that seeds come from? Yeah. Then we need to specify. We need to check that the derived fundraiser from client is actually the derived fundraiser in the program. We are creating it the first time. We don't mind doing that check on chain. Then we need to check that the fundraiser is the authority of the vote. That's the ATA of the fundraiser, right? We need to be sure that it's actually the authority, the owner of it. Then we check that the mint actually exists. The mint that you're passing is actually a legit mint. It's created, exists on chain. Then we do check that the mint owner is maker. So now this is the guy creating the mint. So that means the mint owner yeah, the mint owner, but not, it's not every time the mint owner will be the maker. But for our scenario, I'm checking that this guy is actually creating a token and is the owner of the mint. But it doesn't have to be the owner of the mint. No, that's not necessary. This is redundant. But what can we do with the mint? Check that mint owner. I just that check that fundraiser. We can check that vote. Yes, check that vote mint. Check that vote mint is mint. So you need to check that the vote mint is actually the mint that we provided. So the mint attached to this vote is actually the mint that we're expecting from the client. So it must be derived from that same mint right here. Then we create the fundraiser account. So we now know the steps to proceed with, right? So let's see. Then let's start writing Pinocchio code. First thing, check that the account is a signer. Which account is that? Our maker, right? And maker is account info. So inside an account info, what's type account info? Account info has already has owner. So key owner is signer is present inside account info. So you can just um you can have access to that from there. So and also have a lamp port. You can check the balance of the account info, check if data is empty, check if it's owned by the system program, whatever program you're expecting it to be. So now let's go back to this. Oh, sorry. I was here. I was here. So check that the signer. So what we want to do now is let's okay, so that was your if maker that is signer. So if the maker is not a signer, if maker is not a signer, we throw an error. Or we could just do assets that maker is a signer. Well, it's just assets. Asset maker is signer or throw an error if it's not true, right? I said that the maker is signer. Let's borrow that actually. It's borrowed already, but we can borrow it again. Like right here, we can borrow it again. Else, if that's not true, I'm supposed to define custom errors, right? But let's just do this for now. Maker should be a signer. Aha. So what's the problem now? Asset is a macro, not a function. Yeah, so cool, yeah. The next check we're doing is check that the fundraiser is derived from that. We can do this We should do that first, actually. But let's get to the ones that are easy to do first. Right? Check fundraiser authority is what. So fundraiser is an account type, right? It's an account type. It's an account type. So you can access the account type because we're using ByteMock. We're using ByteMock, yeah, pod and zero bar from ByteMock. It's pod and zero bar from ByteMock. Because we're using ByteMock, you can get the account from ByteMock. So let's fundraiser. Fundraiser state. Let's call it fundraiser state because I want to get the state right. Is ByteMock. I think it's from byte. You can do from byte or you can do try pod read unaligned. Yes, so this. Sometimes from byte fails. Yeah, sometimes it fails. It gives one funny error. You can do try pod because they play no data deriving pod. Then passing in and the data type is of we're expecting it to have the data type fundraiser. Right. Fundraiser. Expecting it to have this data type. And the bytes that are passing to it is fundraiser actually. Let's borrow that again. Fundraiser dot is it what's it expecting? It's expecting bytes, but this is an account info. So we have two bytes. We have two bytes to own to borrow data. There's no to vet. So how did I do that previously? I think we need to convert this to bytes. They're not that I did that. Give me a minute, let me just confirm. Pinocchio score. Then how am I converting to bytes? Instructions. Let's do make. So I data. What is data? Okay, that's for data, not for account. For the account, how am I reading the account? Hmm. Or read no data. Data. What's data here? Data is whatever is coming from the transaction. So it's similar. So, but this one is already that's how to convert an account info. So we can implement a to byte for the account info. Hmm. Let's see if we should do that. Let me check. Did should not do that? Instructions. Let me check the take. This token account. This is the mint account, token account. Then I think okay. From account info is inside escrow, inside state. I think there's an implementation from account info inside state. Let me check how that's done. I'm sure that's done with unsafe though. But let's see. Implement from account info in yes, I'm pretty sure that is done using unsafe. So I will try to redo that with this thing now. Sorry. So let me try to implement that with ByteMark. I don't want it unsafe anywhere at all. So I can do an implementation of from account info for every for every account info type that exists in this program, right? So let's do fundraiser program. Sorry, program. Yeah. So we could do a pub implement MPL implement to to bytes. It's to bytes, right? To bytes. Did I even do? I think I did the two bytes for not two bytes for accounting for two bytes. So let's do two bytes, two bytes pub fn two bytes, and it's taking in a borrow mutable self. It should be mutable, let's see. Taking a borrow mutable self, and it's returning byte array U8, right? And we're doing this. Uh-huh. So we will now do byte mock, the byte mock, the instead of byte mock there we could do let's see, token program. No, they are not token program, they are plain old data, right? Let me see, 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 let me see. I also did something similar here. Let me see. Let me check this old repository for 2 bytes. I think I did it 2 bytes. 2 bytes. No match found. Yeah, not you. Not you. Where's the first one? No, 2 bytes here. So not in this file. Let me check. Not in this state. Should be in the should be let's check the mod. Yes. Check here 1 minute. No, no, yeah. Check the instructions. Instructions. Mod rs. Then the mod rs that we can do. No, not in mod rs either. So instruction make rs. Let's check if we have it 2 bytes. Aha. Yes. Byte mock dot byte of. Yep. We can convert this to that. We can just use this to convert it to bytes instead. I hope that works though. Let's see. Let's see. There's no harm in trying. Byte of self to vec. Let me see. To vec. We try an error. Let's just can't find to straight to bytes. Uh, Straight 2 bytes was as a pub fn 2 bytes. All of this Anchor does for you, but yeah, we're not using Anchor, right? So mute self, and you just return that. That should fix. Remove the quantifier. Sorry, fn 2 bytes, 2 bytes. Aha. So now it returns a borrowed U8. Aha. So now let's see if there's a dot what is doing for as pointer as let's see to vec is the only two. Let's do two. What two do you have there? To vec. And we can convert from a vec to hope all these actions are not expensive. Dot ref as ptr as meet ptr. Let's just keep it as vec then. So for now, let's keep it as vec. Then it returns a vec of u8. I think we should avoid using vex. Vex are expensive also, but let's just try to do this first. So that's a vec. I think I do something wrong. Evacuate, bite mark, self. What's the problem now? No you int. That's not required for account information. Required by bound byte of. I think is there any zeroed data here? Portrait bound accounting for no you is not satisfied because there are some zero uninitialized data. There's some uninitialized data inside accounting flow. Let me check. There are no zero data here. Accounting for key is not zeroable. It's not zero. It's not like 1 byte. But I think this all these booleans are actually 1 byte. So we need to use a different method than if we have if we have I think if we have a single what's that a single if you have an account now and the account has a single, let's say, UH without having this end length, right? Like one single byte, a single byte. We need to be able. That means that account can be ignored. That data can be ignored since it's just 1 byte. But let me just fix that. Let's let's vibe code this, right? Yeah, yeah. 1 minute. So what is the error? The problem? No, that's not my problem. The problem now is, aha, this is the problem. What's the other problem? 2 bytes. I think it should be aware of all this context. 2 bytes of that one. Yeah, I think. Uh, okay, let me see what we've got. The error occurs because byte mock byte of requires type to implement no uint, which is a part of portrait hierarchy. Pinocchio's accounting flow does not implement this trait because it contains references to other non-POD types. Let's how to fix it. What the? So we manually. I hope this works. Yes, these are the problem. Those booleans are actually the problem. Those booleans are the problem. So let's do it this way. This is the way it feels like should work. Let's see. Let's see. Let me copy this. The reason why we can't do self because we have some booleans, and booleans are just one bit, 0 1. Yes, it's not 8 bytes. Right? It's not 1 byte. It's not a full byte. So they can be neglected. It needs the values that cannot be that are at least 8 bytes. Right, that's what it needs. So because we have some booleans in there, we will have to do it this way. Manually construct it this way, and this is 2 bytes, and we're creating a new vector. Then we're extending the key, we're adding the key to it. Then we're adding the lamp ports. How is it arranged inside of itself? Accounting for a typical accounting for taking this account. So key, let's see how. So we need to get the ordering right. To know borrowed, borrowed, try borrow mutable but and borrow lamp pot. I'm just doing all of this to avoid using unsafe, right? I yeah 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 yeah. I Let me see. Instead of doing this, let me just tell it what we plan to achieve in the first place. This is basically rent a watch. New method rent a watch found for accounting for. It does not have the full idea of what accounting for is. This is accounting for wrapper. This is accounting for this. This is accounting for, and this is still accounting for. Wow. So much comments. Okay, this is accounting for. This is the other accounting for. So I don't need to do all of that stuff. So let me see. Let me see what I'm trying to achieve. Wait, should it even be yes? Yes, we can do that. Or yes, we can do that. Byte multiply it. Or we could just do from bytes, but this does not implement it from byte because it's an accounting tool to achieve this. Trying to achieve this, and I need a fundraiser that's 2 bytes. Or I would suggest I do it instead of manually, because there should actually even be an account info. I can read this with account info, right? Could read this account info. I could actually. Let's do. Is there a Pinocchio? Let's see if there's an account info. Account info. Then do try from. I think we have a try from borrow data on check. Yes, I think this one works. Yes, try borrow data. Try borrow data. Try borrow data is what we're looking for. Of type fundraiser. I can just put fundraiser here. I think this should work. So try borrow data. Method take zero generic for past one generic. So which one is taking a generic? Is it fundraiser? Try borrow data. This. Uh, this one account for also does not take in move the rest of generics. So how do you know what type this is? How do you know what type this is? Or I could just put this dot unwrap. So what type will be here? I'm not specifying the type. Type T, borrow shift marker, account for try borrow data. So it needs to know what type this is actually. So let's see how to do it instead of manually writing the implementation myself. I'm thinking I should just do type type fundraiser. Yeah, this one. So now what ref fundraiser dot asref. This two will not work though. Let's see. Asref will not work here because expecting fundraiser. So this is because it does not know what account type to deserialize this to. It's basically just deserializing it back to U8. But I need the account type, right? So let's try. Is the go the other direction. I want to convert from the struct to by that can do it in I don't want to use unsafe. You don't need to convert account info to byte. Write your fundraiser struct bytes into account info data field. Fundraiser. Sorry. My bad. We have a data field here, so it is just it's basically a no-brainer, right? This all of this that I did, all of this that I did is basically I could have just used makes sense. Try read this. So now because there is a dot data on this guy, I could just use dot data, right? Data is there a dot data here? It's not dot data. Hey, yo, JK, GM, bro. I doing. So we could just use there is a dot data here. Fundraiser data, what's fundraiser data? Fundraiser data. Still a dot data on this thing. But not dot data here. Let me see. Dots. Yeah, borrow data and check. Borrow data. Call to unsafe. I don't want to use unsafe, bro. So let's do dot borrow data. Oh, that's 8 bytes. It's actually 8 bytes. Fundraiser dot bytes. Cannot borrow fundraiser as mutable as behind a borrowed reference. I borrow it as mutable. So now found expected this found a vector dot bytes dot as ref. I this should solve it. Why is this still shouting at me? Cannot borrow fundraiser as mutable as behind uh, and notes this guy. Aha. Now we have a fundraiser state that we can work with. That's how many minutes just to solve, just to get borrowed data. So now we have the fundraiser state. So now because we have safely casted the fundraiser states, we can do fundraiser state dot this fundraiser state correct. Oh, sorry, dot unwrap. So now we have a fundraiser state dot amount raise dot bump dot current amount dot duration dot ever x feels sane. So this you would have done this with in Anchor in like I say 2 minutes, but it took us yeah the sacrifice of time to write efficient programs, right? So now check the authority so that we can now see that this fundraiser, holy crap, I actually did not need all of this. This is fundraiser, right? It is of type fundraiser. Is there a is there a fundraiser was created? Okay. So throughout the fundraiser state, okay, if I had the normal fundraiser, right? What methods do I have inside of that? Is borrowed, is owned, is signer, is owned by. Yes, we could just do this. Is owned by create ID. Uh, bro, brother. Could have just done this. Could have just done this. Just should have just done this. Okay. It's owned by not the create ID now. So program ID. Okay. That is actually to check the owner of this. So fundraiser is a state account, not a what's it called? It's not a token account. So the authority, if you have to check that fundraiser is the authority of the vote. So this was actually not needed. For now, we can just skip that yourself. Oh God. We can just bring all of this down somewhere here because we do not need it. Just wasted. Yes. Where is this? Cannot borrow fundraiser as mutable. Cannot borrow fundraiser as mutable. I thought we solved this. because it is behind the art reference. Because behind the reference, some data is the art reference, so data cannot be borrowed as mutable. Bro, you can be borrowed as mutable, trust me. Let me see, let's revert our code. So how is it, why are you working here and not working down here? Bro, welcome to Rust, bro. So now we need to check the fundraiser is the authority of the vault, right? So we need to get now the vault is actually an ATA. So we can do token program because there is a token program here. Then we have a state, no bro, not token program. We have SPL token, SPL token, SPL token. Then we have state. Then we have state, account state. So we can check if it's an initialized account. We have that already. So we have account try from. So we can try the account from what value it is. What value we have? Volt. Borrow the volt here. So we have uh so we have this. Let's see, this works right. You can borrow, yeah. So what's the error here? Please bound blah 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 not satisfied for Pinocchio. I think we don't need to borrow here. The way state account try from required for that development account. Required for Pinocchio account for to implement into. It is actually a let's see this works. There is no thread. How come I did this already? So it's not going down the rabbit hole anymore. So not here, or is it here? Pinocchio token. This is what we needed. State token account from account info. We add a from account info expression. We add a from account expression. We don't need this. We add a from account info. So instead of doing SQL token state, we just do Pinocchio token. Pinocchio token, SQL token. I think it's the same thing actually. So light SVM token. No. We don't light SVM. We need Pinocchio token, bro. Get some rest. Pinocchio token. So we do not need this anymore for we don't need to convert it to bytes anymore. We have a better method of visualizing that. We don't need that anymore. We are talking, you could just do this. You don't get token state token account from account info, and the account info we're looking for here is the vault. Aha, vault. And it's going to shout at me. Is it? No, it's not shouting at me yet. Yes. So we have the token account here. So we check if the authority of that token is actually the vault. Let token state, what's it called? Vault state equals this guy. Then we don't need a ref to that. We can just aggressively unwrap. Can we? Should we? Should we aggressively unwrap this guy? Aha, make it a state then. If make it a state of owner, yes, move. Aha. So we have this guy. So we can call it dot owner on it. If vault state dot owner. Now we have the owner on this, right? If the owner is not the maker, so we need to check. Sorry, the owner of this is not fundraiser. Fundraiser dot key. Is there a key? Yes. So return illegal owner. So we just completed this check. Let's just do a check mark on the checks that we've completed, right? 1 hour into the stream. Welcome to Pinocchio, folks. It feels rewarding, actually. It feels mentally rewarding. We've done this check, not done this check. So this check, let's just do a outbroken there. So we can do this there. No, that's not catchy. I will not say that immediately. So let's do a red. Yes, this guy. Aha, that looks catchy. And the next thing is we have the fundraiser state now, which we do not need. Fundraiser dot to byte. Oh, my to byte was actually a mirage. Fundraiser not have it bytes here. Fundraiser dot borrow data also data PTR is owned by is borrowed. I actually said we do not need this right now. So let me just do borrow data borrow import. Data is empty. It's owned by is borrowed key size. Try borrow data. Aha. I did try borrow data. We have a ref to use. Haha. Show me errors on this. Yep. So this works. Aha. So that works. Yeah. So let's see what's the next thing. What's the next check? This was totally unnecessary for now. Then so check that the mint is created. So we can do a mint. So we have let's mint state. Let mint state equals sorry. The same thing. Pinocchio token. Then we have state. Then we have mint. Yes. Then we have try from account info rather. From account info, yes. From account info, then we're passing the mint because we have a mint. We have a mint, then we have a mint. Yeah, so we can do this. Then it's going to give us a mint. Yes, so we can now do assert. We're going to check that the mint state is initialized. Yeah. We need to check that the mint state is initialized. Else, I'd say, yo, mint do not exist, bro. You do that. You do that. Aha. So now we check that the vault mint is actually mint. So where is the vault mint? Are we vault mint? Vault mint. Okay. So what is the vault fundraiser? Okay, the vault mint state. So we don't order assets. We order assets. Yo, Priyash, welcome back, bro. It's been like forever. Yeah, we're just grinding Pinocchio right here, bro. Not too much. Yeah, if you guys want to come backstage, JK, if you want to be backstage, Priyansh, D, if you want to be backstage, just allow me, bro. Did you send a DM already? Let me check. I think I'm not looking at Discord. I was busy with code. Yeah, JK actually sent it. Sorry about that, bro. Sorry. Sorry about that. I will bring you in now. Can you try? Are you still in? No, you're not here again. JK, drop a message if you are still back. Let me bring you up. My bad. I was so much into what I was doing that I forgot, bro. I'm sorry about that. I just do a drop a message in again, but try to come in again. Right. I was just like, you guys should have requested to get into the. I was such a chicken. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, bro. Sorry, let me attend to this code. And yeah, sorry, guys. JK, please come back. Please come back. We want you here. And you're not. It's not in the chat. Actually, it's not. Yeah, anymore. Maybe you want to do something yourself. So let's check the comments. And so I'll try to. keep a lookout for every other message that comes in. Like, bro, my mind is processing like 17 things at the same time. Discord, Discord, Discord. All right, so let's get back to the code, but don't be too engrossed. So when JK comes back, we can bring him backstage, right? Yeah, I hope I see. Yo, Priyansh, you want to talk about what you've been up to? Can you, do you so just do a shoot me a DM on X. Let me send you the invite to get backstage, right? I have like 1 million messages on X also. No, 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 it's not. This was a request. Hmm. Right. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. So no DM yet. If you want to get backstage, Priyansh, just send it DM. And I'll shoot you the invite link. Actually, let's get back to this. Hmm. Let me reply. Take his DM. Sorry, bro. Just sorry, message. Sorry, bro. Just saw your message. Try coming in again. Uh, all right, folks. Let's get back to it. So we're doing. Can you see? Can I even see what I'm sharing? Yeah, I think it's visible, right? It's visible enough. And then where were we? We are checking. Oh, sorry, bro. Hope you are fine. Hope you're fine. I said if you want to be backstage and be on this podcast with me, you can. You just shoot a DM and I'll send you the link to get backstage. Right? Sorry, bro. Please get well soon. Yeah, yeah. So we have Mint State. Yes, now I got a message from Korea. Jeb, Jeb, bro. Yeah, let me send you a link to invite guests. Uh, yep, you're in. Yeah, bro. So let's see. What else were we doing? I need to be on the lookout to know when Priyansh gets in also, so I will not miss his requests. Hmm. So asserting that the mint, yes, Priyansh is here. I can add you to the stage. So let me do this first, then I can add Priyansh to the stage. Hey, yo, bro, how you doing?
Doing great. I was taking medicine, so I just lost what you said.
I'm struggling to hear you. Can you come again? Yeah, that's loud. Well, what did you say?
I said I was taking medicines for the diarrhea.
Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. Please get well soon.
Uh,
So, what have you been up to? How has Q3 been? I think the last time we were on the call together was Q3 during turbine build
yeah,
out, right?
after 2 3 I got sick and then
Oh,
see
sorry.
event happened. So I was off the
Oh,
course
sorry,
for
bro.
1 2 months now.
Oh, really
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry to hear that, bro. How are you feeling now? Are you getting better now?
Why what is it?
Are you getting better now?
Yeah, it got worse now.
Oh,
I got the recovery till 90 95% and it went to zero basically.
wow.
You got it.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. Really sorry to hear that. Please get well soon. We'll chat better on Discord. Sorry to hear
Yeah.
that, bro. Very
Any
sorry.
any of what? I'll I'll just be
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry to hear that, bro. Let's get well. So let's get back to our assertions, right? So let's assert that. The mint that we're passing is actually the mint state dot mint authority. No, not mint authority. This is what kind of token is this? This is a mint. No, no, this is not a mint. This is not the mint account. Okay, so the mint account we have from accounting for, right? So now we're trying to see. hmm, okay, we're trying to see that the vault mint. So we need to get the vault mint, and the vault mint, the vault state is a token account. That's yes. So how to get the vault state dot mint. This should have a mint, hopefully. Yeah, gotcha. So we have to be sure that the vault state asset equals. So what is the asset equals? We need to be sure that the vault state, sure the vault statement is same as same as um the mint state. I think mint state there is dot key there. No, but there is a dot key on the mint itself. So there's the mint dot key. Where are this coming from? Where are this coming from? Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. Mint dot key. It should be a key. Yep, gotcha. Yo, you provided wrong mint. You provided wrong mint. We're still on one instructions. Crazy. Provided wrong mint address. So now all our checks are done. Almost. All our checks are almost done. So we're doing this here. Check that mint is created. We have this. Check that fundraiser is involved. So we want to do one more check. This check that fundraiser derived from clients is actually the fundraiser we want in the program. So it's tricky how seeds work in Pinocchio. Still the same, a borrow of an array of an array. What I mean is, yeah, a DM, you have a DM. Okay. What I mean is, let's do this is the make right. Yes. So wait. Well, yes, this is what it looks like eventually. So bump is initial bump. What's bump? Yes, we're doing find program address. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So this is what we need, and we can. No. No. Sorry, I'm trying to do doing. doing actually. Yeah, so we can copy this, then come over here in the yes, derive it from what seeds were used here. The seeds that were used here. Seeds are fundraiser maker as ref. I think we already have that somewhere here. Aha, fundraiser then maker address. So we call that fundraiser keys. Fundraiser keys. Sorry, fundraiser keys. Fundraiser keys. Yep. We do not need you, brother. Escrow as ref. Dot key as ref. So we need to do as ref. It's it's already Isn't it already a reference here? Why didn't it as ref on the reference? Oh no. Let's see. So now we have, let's call this fundraiser PDA. So we're finding the program address now. We have not created the account yet, right? We are finding it. So we will create it. This will be a good. Sorry, a minute, please. Okay, and I was doing, yes, fundraiser case, then the create ID, fundraiser PDA, boom. So we need to be sure that the fundraiser PDA we have here, because we would have a PDA. So asset equals that the fundraiser PDA we have here is the same as the fundraiser dot then try borrow data is not mutable. We're gonna do mutable reference rate dot so now we need to verify that those are equal. Else we say you provided wrong P fundraiser. Yeah, and we're good with that check. I hope. Yes, we are good with that check. Moment, a minute. Okay, so sorry, trying to attend to someone student. Uh, let's find it difficult to get into the core. Let's do this. Mhm. Yeah, so I think I'm back now. Hopefully, yes, I think I'm back now. Yeah, so we have successfully asserted that the program that you provided is actually exactly what we expect you to provide. The fundraiser program ID you provided is exactly what we expect you to provide. Then now we actually do the create of that account. So we have a create account from Pinocchio. We have this. Then what's the from? Who's paying for this transaction? The maker is paying us. Then Lamport is. So we have a rent, right? So we have to do a rent calculation there. Uh, seven. So let's do Pinocchio. Let's calculate the rent. Create account. So how did we calculate the rent? Rent, bro. You just did rent get. You said to not do that, and you did that. Hmm. Yeah, let's just do it anyways. Why then did we have the rent account? Why? Why then are we having the rent account if we're not supposed to use the rent account? The accounts we are having rent silver. We can get it from rent silver. So why are we doing rent that gets rent gets? Why are we getting the rent on chain? Maybe we could check it from the accounts as past. Yeah, no, let's do it that way. Lampots. get minimum balance of fundraiser. Fundraiser learn. Is there a learn implementation of fundraiser? Yes, we already have a learn implementation for fundraiser here, right here, bro. Right here. So then we have the length and owner. The owner of this account will be the owner of this will be who's the owner? The owner of the account. The owner of the account. What account are we creating? We're creating a PDA, fundraiser PDA. And the owner should be it's not the program. The owner should be what account are we creating first? Let me see. Yeah. Create account with it here. Create account. Oh yeah. Data. I was like, now this makes sense. Create ID is the owner because the program is the owner of this account. It's a PDA, obviously. That's break my brain a bit. So we have that. Can remove this owner. This create ID. Very good. And space. Space is learn. I just do learn, bro. 400 and learn. Then next thing is two. Is the account we are creating is actually the fundraiser PDA. It should be an account info, right? So it just fundraiser. Uh-huh. That makes sense. Dot invoke signed. Because we are creating a PDA, we need to pass the signer for that PDA. The signer for the PDA will be an array, borrowed array. And we do this, then we do that. So now let's get the signer for this PDA. Yeah. Fundraiser learn as U64. So to cast this to U64 from the size. Yep. So the signers now we need to construct the signers, but there's a bit of getting used to instead of trying to put all of that in it right now. Let's just do it this way. Seed. Now passing a seeds dot clone. This is Shrenat's implementation, not mine, right? Yes. No, this is mine actually. So I'll be cloning again. This is from my repository. Hmm. So let's do this to ourselves here, right? Let's create this. Initial bump is bump to LE. Then let bump equals initial bump, whatever. Then we have seeds from seed is fundraiser. Cannot use this seed because this is just an array. This is a vec, but this one is a vec of seeds of signer seeds, right? So it has to be constructed this way. Fundraiser, the maker, pub key, and the bump. Then we have seeds is signer from this. Then we have seeds here. Aha, makes sense. Everybody's happy. Cool, right? I think so. We can. Do we do this? We did this already, so we can remove this red thingy from here. Now let's quickly get into the let's quickly get into the test for this instruction. Let me build cargo build SBF. Right, no errors. So now let's quickly write the test for this instruction, right? Ay. So test, we have a inside test, we have a mod rs. I can remove. Alright, pretty cool. I can do all of this, then uncomment them because I just commented them out of. Uh, so now let me. Aha, we did not specify. Okay, I just initializing it for now. Let's just test that it works, right? Let's test that the account gets created successfully. And if I save this, we have thousands of errors. Yep, okay, just one. So SVM airdrop, we have a keeper, cargo manifest, bytes, add program. What we're just doing is loading this account onto the state, right? And do this include bytes, just remove all of this, right? So mint A, just do a mint, just one mint we need, right? So we can remove mint B, maker ATA A, maker ATA A. Do we even need that? Maker ATA, is the maker ATA required? Maker ATA, let me leave that for now. Then maker ATA B, no, not an escrow. Escrow, not an escrow. Okay, so now let's do this should be called fundraiser. Fundraiser pop key from fundraiser. Yes, program ID, maker ATA, mint, mint, fundraiser, fundraiser, fundraiser PDA. So now the vault is fundraiser from zero. Then for this mint, aha, all good, looking good. Looking around, so we have a mint. We now have a mint B. We now have a mint B. We have maker ATA. We now have a maker ATA B. And this is called fundraiser. Fundraiser, not this. So I need to come right back to the struct description of reusable state and remove all those redundant things that we just took off. We don't need print B, maker ATA, not maker ATA A, don't need maker ATA B, what is pop key to the program, system program, and this is called what's called fundraiser, right? So I'm just creating a reusable state here, right? This is satisfied, I think. Yes, this is satisfied. Instruction, make data. So now, the first instruction that I want to test is the create, right? So let's call this create create fundraiser. Taking this, so mint here is not mint A, it's mint. It's mint. Then payer is state maker, maker ATA, no maker ATA if we need it. Mint, we don't need mint B at all. Vault stays at vault. And the escrow is called fundraiser. Fundraiser, bro. So we save this, no errors here, but the errors below. Mint to mint. I don't even need to mint to you, bro, because maker ATA, let's just mint to you anyways. Amount to give, amount to take. No. For now, I don't need any of this, right? I don't need any of this for now. Data bytes. So now this is called fundraiser instructions. Dot first one is create. We want to do initialize. My bad. So I don't actually need this, right? Let me just leave it. Let me leave it. Let's leave it, bro. You don't need it, but leave it. So here, I don't even need anything else. I just pass in. Just want to test that what we did on the client work, right? So the exact account that we need in the initialize, the exact account. It has to be in the same order. Let me do Control B, close that up. The first account we're expressing is the maker, next account is the mint, and the next account is the fundraiser, fundraiser, fundraiser. We can raise this up, raise the fundraiser up, moment B. Fundraiser, and have a vote, a vote. It has to be in this exact order. I forget since that's the way we ordered it there. Then the vault, then the system program, no maker ATA. We don't need this for now. Bye bye. System program, token program, ATA program, system program, token program, ATA program, rents as well. So all good. Mint, not mint A. Mint. Now message. So this is called create instruction. Let's just call it create instruction, right? Initialize instruction. Init instruction. So instead of make instruction, call it init instruction. Init instruction. Then we send the transactions, right? We send the transactions, right? Let's go. Let's comment this out. We don't need this for now. Tick. In the tick, I will comment you out for now. Then the test test init instructions, right? So we do a what's the log? Create fundraiser. Create fundraiser, bro. Yeah. So create a fundraiser, then states. There's no make ITA in states. Why do we have a make ITA here? In states. States. Then make ITA in states. Reusable data. There's no make ITA. Only have a make ITA, not A. Hmm. Why is this? Should not work. Yeah. So this is actually so we want to check, right? We want to check that the fundraiser program, fundraiser states. Let's call it um, fundraiser state. Want to get the account back to check if it actually got created or not. Then we have the fundraiser state here also the data that are slice. Yeah, we need it as it's not an SPL token, it is use byte mark here. You can use byte mark here, right? So make serialized data is byte mark, byte mark, then bytes of bytes of type fundraiser, create fundraiser, yeah, fundraiser. Then now passing what I'm looking for fundraiser state is of type what? Fundraiser state is of type fundraiser. How is this fundraiser? Oh, it inferring it, bro. Just whatever. So I can remove this new user state is so we don't have an amount on fundraiser. We have a dot what? So we have dot unwrap. Make a see byte mark byte of fundraiser. So this should be fundraiser state. It's not fundraiser. We should have a state fundraiser. Fundraiser get account. Mm-hmm. So we have unwrap. Then we are checking byte marks byte of this byte of no, not byte of it is from try from bytes. Try from bytes. Yes, that's what we need. So we have fundraiser state there. We have it that no still doesn't work. Try from bytes. Let me see my test. Let me see in the test instruction, not instruction in the source, then lib tests, then in moderates, and we have SDI, latest VM token, so token. make data discriminator make. Then after I'm confirming, that's SPL token. I'm confirming this is an SPL token. How would I use byte in this instance? Confirming let's take. So yeah, this is also an SPL token. Like this. This is also an SPL token. So let me consult Plot to the docs, right? Let's just see that this works first. So comment this out. This is not a test. Assume this does not exist. So take instruction. Sorry, my bad. So what is the error? What's the problem here? Unmatched. So we have a wrong syntax somewhere. We do this. It's not this. Bro, what's going on? Bro? Let me just do this then. So we have this. So what's causing the problem? Test init instruction. This is closed here. So what is also I have an open create fundraiser here. So where is the problem coming from? Oh, the problem is coming from this guy. Yeah, I guess. So we have make instruction, make make data serialized. What's this about? As we ate the concat not from there. Then where is the problem coming from? There's one here, there's one here. Okay, it's probably this guy. Aha, I see it now. It did not do the full comment. So let's just do the comment manually. I see you, bro. So no test here. And yes, now we have the correct errors. So now, to the fundraiser, expected pub key found reference pub key fundraiser has position 0. Then that should stop that error. Expecting fundraiser not found in this scope. Fundraiser actually imported fundraiser, bro. Fundraiser. Create instructions fundraiser. Do that. Instructions. Yeah, but that is not actually syntax including. Found this, so you can convert this to bytes. Try no as data as smooth slice. And that's a slice, to slice. Okay, that is the data. Yeah, this has a of data that's coming from clients, right? That's data. Aha. The data is this, so we now have a dot. Yep. Now we can have a we can have a we're actually not even setting anything inside this data yet. So let's see the bump. Let's see the bump that we saved. New user token bump. What's the problem here now? Does not display. It's just okay. Bump needs to be dot two. It's not what's bump type. Bump is of type U8. That should fix it. Then now in our instruction, let's actually set After we've invoked it to now set it to uh let's see. We need some handlers to help us set what we have there. But let's just test this here first, right? And cargo test no capture. Let's see. Collectively making this unreachable. Bro, that's not my problem. Honestly. It's not my problem actually. That's not even the problem. Where's the error coming from here? Test create fundraiser. You don't even need to create fundraiser anymore. Keep calling yourself. So no errors here. I will make now in my instruction handler instead of instruction handler again. So no errors. Let's see. And I might have this out of scope. I might have an out of scope error. There's a way to sort that actually. Let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting on you. Just take your time, do your stuff. Yes, one failed. What is the failure point? Panicked. Why are you panicking? What's the actual error? Log program to complete. Consumed just 398 Cs. Didn't get to be invoked at all. No. So let's see. Let's see. Let's do some logs in the program to see what's actually going on, right? So that's where logs shines. Pinocchio log did not fail at signer assertion. Did not fail at signer assertion. What else did we do? Did not fail at fundraiser PDA. And did not fail at previous token accounts. At check fundraiser authority of vote. Let's see. Did not fail at mint check. It's alive. What else? Did not fail at mint check. Then what else are we checking for? Now, if we get this first part, did not fail at invoke sign. Alright, so now we have that. Let's try again. So we'll to check where something like did not this won't get to do we have any logs inside of this program 3 empty 3 empty. Is there a wrong let me see, not fail at let's do yeah let's do it here. It's not filling at entry. Not fail at entry. If you get here, we know we are in our program. And let me see the test. What do we do? What did we do? What did we do? In our in the as reasonable state, what is it called? Initialize. This is initialize, right? In the librs, what I'm calling the librs. Yeah, yep, yep. It should work. And let's see where it is failing. Get back to initialize. Now let's see what was I trying to check. What's going on in the create fundraiser? Yeah. Make data. Yeah, this is wrong actually. But we're not even using this. So comment. Let me comment all of this outside. No errors. Yes. Then data is make data dot I think it's to dot data. Right? It's just make data. Let me check. Okay. That should work. So let's see what the problem actually is. I'm doing the logs for no capture. So you should actually see what the logs are, where it went wrong. Do you have any log? We do not have any logs. Invoke one. Did it even get? Did it get our program? Did not fill at entry. It's not even getting. It's not getting here. So we probably have an issue here, right? So right here we have. Let me get inside this instruction inside the make and comment everything inside the make out. That might be where it's failing. And it take also take comments because I'm not doing make and take. The test now is leading to an error. What is the error? Is the error make data? No, that's not my problem. I don't need that. Get an error from that. So let's see now. So natural meta this let me check the program ID for indirect program ID. Address K target deploy then oh I see actually Pinocchio fundraising keep I should be pointing to this so this is what we're looking for 27 because I created it from the scroll right so that's what's causing that might be what's causing problem. Let's do this and we have this mm, Then let's try again. So now let's see, do I have a different error? Program failed, SBF program panic. It's not even eating. Okay, lib rs. Problem is coming from this guy. Let me remove all this initialize. So in our test, excuse me, how do you initialize this one? Initialize. So let me log. Yeah, got to entry. So let me do this. Why is there a problem? Why is there a problem? Not there. Inside this guy. Excuse me. So now we have this. Let's try again. Oh, is there a different error? Did this say got to? The problem is actually because source at 156, mother is 156. It's basically here where it's doing the unwrap. Yeah, is the problem. Here, is it here? So the problem is actually might actually be from the fact that we have different um selected targets now. Deploy. We have to let me remove this. Let's go. Maybe we'll do this. So if I save, if I build again, what will it create? Will it create an escape from what will it create? Will it create a Pinocchio? So now we have a warning. Oh, my bad. I was pointing at the escrow, which it should actually be Pinocchio underscore fundraising.so. The mother RS should be Pinocchio underscore fundraising.so. So that was the mix up. Let's try again. I'm trying again. Then let's see what different error it is now. Same error, same error. Oh yeah, we have a different error now. Did not fail at entry. Then did not fail at signer assertion. Yeah, so now we are eating our program, right? Control B, control, sorry, no, control B. So now we're actually eating our program, but the logs are not pretty. So we did not go to entry, did not fail at entry, did not fail at signer assertion, did not fail at signer assertion. So the first failure is here. Did not fail at signer assertion. So yeah, this is the first place that's failing. So let's do right versus this. So we'll see what the problem actually is. Mm, then we pass in 400 RPGA and what's actually this account info 400 RPGA fundraiser PDA dot key. Actually a key already right. Then let's do fundraiser dot key. Sorry. So this does not have a key. This does not have a key. what type is this? P32. So we can do this is account info of the key, maker.key. I want to see. Okay, let me just log this to outside. Let's log this to outside. Fundraiser PDA. Log this outside for that. Yeah, yeah. Then fundraiser. So we do a display formatter. I think it's the asterisk before the question mark, right? I think. What's the problem now? Is it question mark before the asterisk? For the asterisk, this is hash. For the hash. Nope. Z. Z. This should actually work. Right. So let me do without this. Yes, so this should work right out of the box. Welcome to Rust, folks. Give it a let's leave encountered. Let's do dots. What am I working with here? Fundraiser PDA. Fundraiser PDA. Dot as. Log us outside. Good message. Okay. JK is back. Oh, JK is back. Okay, he's back now. Yo, JK, welcome back. How you doing, bro?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, 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 bro. I missed your message. Actually, I was so focused on what we're doing.
Yeah, I have seen some part of it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
just now starting my part.
yeah. I was soon. I'm just trying to make this test pass now. Just so
Oh,
that I
already
can.
writing the test. Like, how many instructions are you wrote?
No, I'm writing the test for the first instruction. I need to write it as I'm going with it, right?
Yo,
So
Priyansh. He's also an accelerator man, but he's not attending.
yeah.
Oh,
What do you say?
Priyansh, what is doing, bro?
I have to fix this.
Will we have totally four instructions, right?
Yes, we have four
Okay.
instructions in total. So fundraiser. Okay, so it's to borrow this. So I could do a formatter here, right? Do this then asterisk the question mark, please. Is that immediately failing? Let's do this. Nope, no formation. So let's see what's going on. Fundraiser is of type accounting for accounting for that. So let's do dot. What is what could be dot? What could be writing? Dot. Oh, I'm trying to do this is U30, U832. As ref is also as ref. Remember that provided now
Initialize is
from.
done, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that. I'm not totally done with it yet, but try to travel with that more.
Then first try to complete the instructions, no? Like why are like then
Yeah, I've written. I just want to make sure all my tests, all this logic that I'm doing here, are actually correct. That's what I'm trying to do.
mm-hmm.
Now, that's not up. So now I'm
I'm
saying
just now started.
yeah. Hold on. That's, let's try this. So this is two types of art. So let's do fundraiser, tribal data. So let's do that yet. Just, let me see what is in the logs right here. Did not fill out entry, did not fill out sign section. So I should move this above this.
Signers problem.
No, it's not actually a sign up problem. Yeah, might be. So let's just see. So we have this fold. We have just one. Should be two. Should be two. Oh, this is empty. Ah, I see. This is empty. So that means we are not passing a. I see. I see that. What's the second account of passing? Fundraiser. Fundraiser is of type. Fundraiser account info. But why is it empty? In our tests, fundraiser zero, zero. It's actually a code key. One, two, three. One, two, three. Correct. And vault. Actually correct. Let's log. Let me message. Here's the fundraiser. How this works. I'll not been doing this on this one. Invalid this one. It does log. It does it right. Make a log. Should it be this then this? Nope. Maybe this. Nope. Still doesn't work. Let me see. Under that zero. Just want to log. I want me to use MSG. This. So this works. Let's see. Phone data from client is this 7Y. So if we have a phone data from client, oh, we actually log in it immediately. Yeah. Phone data PDA. We have something from the client. Why is it saying empty here? So how are we visualizing this fundraiser?
No, for
Fundraiser.
initializing, why we need client first of all.
Yeah,
Now, for initializing, we need the main user, right?
it is based off what is here, right? Based off of this. So when you initialize the maker, the
Uh-huh.
mint, the
Okay, the maker
fundraiser.
is the client in your
Yes,
code.
yes. The person
Okay.
sending the transaction. So this is just make reference to the anchor example, the
Mm.
anchor reference site.
Yeah.
Let's see. The pub key means fundraiser zero. Fundraiser zero actually exists. So why is it? telling me here that fundraiser does not exist. Fundraiser should be something to do with fundraiser. Right? Pinocchio message. Pinocchio message. Try Borodika or up or Asref. So this is the problem. This is the problem. Okay, how did I do that? How did I do it? Yeah, we
So
are
are you not
passing.
using any unsafe parts
No. I'm not saying yourself. My speaker is very loud. Yeah, I'm not saying yourself.
by Muk?
Yes, I'm going to bite my all around. Uh,
So
uh,
how are you loading the data without unsafe? Like,
yes, this is how we are loading the data. So we already created a fundraiser state here with byte mark, right? Then we have an implementation of the length. So byte if we
Mhm.
need it. So byte mark, byte of self if we need it in the future. So how I'm loading the data is this. The fundraiser PDA is so if you want a state, you are use Pinocchio SPL token state. But if you want the fundraiser state actually, the fundraiser PDA is this guy. I'm using byte mark, then try pod read unaligned. Then I'm passing the fundraiser. I'm passing it to fundraiser. So let me just do what I'm doing there. Byte mark, try pod read unaligned. Then I'm casting it as fundraiser. And I'm passing the fundraiser as this expect a UX byte. So I'm passing it as a mutable byte here. So to give me a state fundraiser, then I can do fundraiser state dots. Fundraiser state
okay,
dots. Yeah. So that's how I'm passing it through.
yeah,
But I don't need we don't need it right now in the crates. We don't need it right now, right away, yeah. So just going to cover that. So let me get back to what is causing the error. Yes, try to log out. Trying to log out. This fundraiser try to borrow data. Fundraiser dot borrow data. Borrow data with borrow mute data. Borrow data. Try borrow data. What I try. Try borrow mute data. Let's do this first. I have dot self. This start. Let's unwrap. This is where the problem is coming from. This guy. I tried to borrow it. He provided a signal. So now that's the problem. Versus an empty struct. Still saying it's empty because it is probably actually empty. Okay. From the assets. Tribal needs. It should still be a problem. Um, so it's still saying it's empty. So why is it saying it's empty? This fundraiser is not empty. Investors. Before that, let me assert even the fundraiser. That's data. 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 Set. Fundraiser. That is data is empty. So it checks if whether an account is empty.
But it has some data, right? How it will be totally empty?
Yeah, I want to check if it's empty. So now it is telling me it's empty. When I did, yeah, you see, did not fill out fundraiser versus this. When I check the logs, it's telling me it's empty actually. So you see it here versus this. This is just telling me it's empty. But I don't know why it's empty. So I want to check actually if it is my casting that's making it empty. Really how casting is that's making it empty. Where is the error? Where is the error? Sorry. Empty benefit. Semicolon. Yeah. Set the macro, not the function. Fill that entry. Fill that. Did not fill that signer assertion. Did not fill that signer assertion. Then got to entry. Did not fill that entry. Did not fill that signer assertion. So it's actually empty. The data we're getting here is empty. But why is it empty? Why? Why is fundraiser empty? Fundraiser is not empty. One, two, three.
But
Fundraiser zero. It's actually not
no,
empty. Let's borrow. Let me borrow this. Nope.
no. Yeah, fundraiser at zero. We don't need that.
See, it's not borrowing. So why is it saying it's empty? Empty section.
Like how it can be empty? Like
That's basically what I don't understand.
one show the error. What is the error exactly?
Zero, one, two, two,
I
zero.
think we are not getting the data. I think from like no.
Yeah. Now
Are
we
we
are
loading
seeing.
correctly there?
We're not loading actually. We're not loading. We're just. This is from account info, right? Fundraiser
Mm-hmm.
account info. Yeah, we're just passing in. We're just passing it here directly. We're checking. We're just passing it here directly. It's not like it's empty. We're
Oh, it's
not
still.
doing any
I think it
checking.
is. It hasn't created it right at that point.
Fundraiser. Mm, no, even if no, it is. I'm passing it here. It's not created. It should not be created. I'm not going to pass it. I am supposed to create it down here.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to create it here. So it should actually be empty. Let me see how I'm passing it here.
No, we are
From
not
test.
getting the fundraiser. We are getting the vault, right?
No, we're actually getting the fundraiser too. Check.
Fundraiser is the escrow, like authority.
Mm, yeah, we are deriving it from a PDA, this PDA.
Yeah.
So
It
we have to pass
doesn't.
it also.
Yeah. Well, like
Or should I
you
just.
can't we use like a pub key find program address? We can do that in delay,
Yes, I'm doing that here. Yeah, yeah. Pub key find program address. But I want to be sure that what is coming from the client is actually the same thing as what I derived in the program. I just want to be sure. If you want to check that the fundraiser derived from the client is equal to the fundraiser derived in the program, right? So that's what we want to check.
Mhm.
So we have this fundraiser here. It must be exactly the same thing as the fundraiser from the client. But now fundraiser is actually not even going through at all. It's saying it's empty. But let me check if all other data are empty also. Let me remove this. Let me do
You
NEPA is
aren't
not
passing the
empty.
bump there, I think. You are not passing the bump.
Yeah, I'm deriving it now. So I'm finding the bump. It's going to return the bump back to me.
Okay, okay.
But right here, I'm passing the bump. Yeah, fundraiser. I'm actually getting an address here. If you check, here's the fundraiser from the clients. Right, check the logs here. We say here's the fundraiser from the clients. We have a PDA here, and we're actually sending it. This is still the PDA here. We are sending it to the client, but we are sending it to the program. But inside the program is saying it's empty, which should not be. Or borrow, try borrow data. Okay, I think try borrow data is not what I want to use there. How am I
Yeah,
comparing? I don't think it's try borrow data is what I want to use there. So let's see.
yeah, it is not giving the data.
Mm,
Yeah.
Pinocchio tests. Instead of test, let me go back to the instructions and
Like
see.
I have an repo example, like they are using bytemarks in that bytemark.
I'm actually using Bytemark in my this escrow I did, so you can check it out. Let me send it in the
No, no, no. I
chat.
have it. I'm saying like to load the data. I have a repo for that to check it. One second.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hmm.
So I have escrow account. This is an example. Escrow account.
Yeah.
What am I doing with escrow account?
Okay, man.
Escrow
I
account.
write my contract, man. I need to start.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'll ping you, man, when I have a lock it. Okay.
Hmm. So this is actually what I wanted. Escrow account key. This is what I wanted. Not the, because the data is actually empty, so it should be this. Uh, so I just needed to reference this and call a dot key on it. Straightforward. This was what I should have done all along. It's not satisfied. Now I can do this on it. I think if it doesn't yell at me, I can do this on it, and now it's yelling at me. How did I do it here? This is exactly what I'm doing right. After ash, we have the ash, then we have log, this instruction log. So let's see. That's what I have here, right? Exactly what I have here is this. Exactly the same thing. Like it's crazy. It's just pissing me off. Intentionally pissing me off. I think the problem now is let me remove this first for a while. And I'll use log. I think it's Pinocchio log that's causing the problem. Pinocchio log does not want to pass. Does not want to accept a decision. Just do another form of log. Alright. Let me do log. Yeah, I can have pub key log. Let's get a pub key log. Pub key log. Make a pub key log. No, no, not this one. Oh, I see. I see. So if I did this, and I did log this. Well, try. So if I did this, it's not even immediately. It's immediately shouting at me. It's not this. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, let me do the different again. The problem is actually this number. This is a message. I didn't want to message. So lot of things. This is what from Nicholas and then you going to message to log. So log verify message. And we remove this note. And this is not nothing. No, I need that. Left over tokens. It doesn't want anything after this. But I need something after this. Okay. Then what do we do? Then let me do right. Let's see. I said I mean, let me do let's skip it then. Let's go. Skip it then. Let's go. Well, I'm comparing. Let me do it. So let me do let's go again. Where would the error come from this time? So it says did not fill attention, did not fill assign assertion, did not fill assign assertion, but it's I think it's failing. No, this one is wrong. I don't need this anymore. So now did not fill attention, did not fill assign assertion, program this is still failing out. Invalid data for instruction. Invalid data for instruction. Did not fill assign instruction. This one there. So we will wait to log this out first. Or log this. Not fill at PDA comparison. On the PDA comparison. Let's see if we get there. So it actually did not fill out the PDA comparison. So the PDA is good. So this is where the problem actually is. Yeah, this is where the problem actually was. So not there. Let me close all of this and say so we're checking vault state of owner. The owner of the vault state is fundraiser. Is the owner vault state. Vault state is actually a token account. So the owner of the token account is actually the fundraiser. Because we created it with did you create it with that fundraiser in the tests token account. Oh yes, we did not create the vault with token account. So the vault is how we do that. So the vault here is from state.vault. And state.vault should be created with state.vault should be created with fundraiser, yes, wallet address, fundraiser, and token mints actually should be correct. Let's do vault dot owner, vault dot. Okay, it's not of it's just a pub key. We don't have the type of it. It's a mint account. So now, when we create this vault for this user, is the owner. That should be the owner, right? Because it was created for it. Self pub key. The owner is actually a pub key. So we have vault states dot. Aha, his authority that we're looking for, not owner. So oh, vault states dot. Hmm, this owner means relative is frozen. Vault state dot authority, not authority. The exam check, ask for authority. What is the owner here? So the owner should be, let's check. One second. Token accounts. One byte. One byte and check. So let me get back to you. The owner gives us a pub key. So we're checking if the owner is equal to this vault state. This is vault state, which is a token account. So we are saying this is a token account, right? But the vault is a token account. Is there a vault that I don't think there is actually? Vault that that's basically what we have access to. No, there's an owner on it. We already have an owner on the vault. So we did not need to do this casting. Let's check this. We have an owner on that account directly without the mint. Let's see if that passes. It did not. Invalid account data for instruction. It's just that they just said same owner, right? You did not feel did not fill out a signer assertion, did not fill out fundraiser PDA comparison, did not fill out PDA comparison. So this is actually what it's filling. Did not fill out fundraiser authority of box. So we need to check fundraiser authority. Let's see, did we check are we checking for the box? Let's see. Let's scroll accounts owner. Then so it looks like this. Let's see if I check it for the vault. I'm not doing anything with the vault. Look at it here. Look at it. I will do anything look at it. So make it here the state. This should actually work. So now the owner of the token should actually be the one that created the token. So that's basically what we're checking here. So the owner of the token should be the one that created the token. Mm, the owner of the token should be the one that created the token. Now, did fundraiser create the token here? So that's basically the problem, I think. No more the rest. So this fundraiser that created the token. Owner will be the escrow PDA. Yes, we actually specified that the vault owner is the fundraiser. Only if actually getting the wrong fundraiser from somewhere. Fundraiser, that's correct. Because we did the check here. I think fundraiser proof did not fill as fundraiser PDA comparison. So fundraiser PDA, PDA, servers, votes, and fundraiser PDA, yes. Fundraiser PDA should actually be the same thing, right? Fundraiser PDA dot. Okay, okay. This is what that key is. How is it comparing this and this together? How? Maybe they are equal. So world.owner fundraiser. Let's go fundraiser that's key. If it is not equal to this, throw an error. If the vault owner is not the fundraiser, throw an error. So this should be basically the same thing, but let's see. Assets equal vault owner, vault owner, then fundraiser key, else legal owner. All these checks are actually, let's do this side. Let's do this. So now the error might actually be above this guy, might not be this. Let's check first. Is it getting here? Is it getting here? Let's do this again. No, did not fail at 100 RPG. So this is actually the error. What state is the error? But this is the error actually. This vault state is the error. So because it's not getting to do not fail as fundraiser authority of PDA. Yeah. So this vault state is the error. Let's check how we loading vault state as token. So as a token, we do Pinocchio token state token account from account info. Pinocchio token state token account from account info. This is exactly what I did. So and what is the problem? It was saying invalid account data for instruction. Is it because it expects this vault to be initialized? Yes, that is exactly why. It expects the vault to be initialized. We only learn from the vault state. But we learn from the vault state. It's an uninitialized token. I think that is basically why. Hmm. Try from accounting for the vault now. Vault state is an uninitialized token. Is vault initialized or uninitialized? Let's check. Vault is get associated token address. Then so let's mint some tokens in the box. We could use we just want to escape that, right? Is there any other place that we're using that below? Vault state, vault state, vault state. So you need to actually have some tokens here. Let's see if we mint some tokens in the vault, if that will work, if that will fix it. So we have a mint to function here. Mint to new locality. Now let's mint to vault. I'm minting just one token to vault, right? So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. Minting one token to the vault. I think that might be the reason why invalid account data mint to invalid account data mint to invalid account data function. Okay, I think it's because where is it? Vault state of vault. That's how creating the vault. It's a pub key. Why did say anybody account data? That's why it's failing on the client. Vault get access token address. Uh, so is it because it does not exist currently? That might be the problem. But when we're minting to it, it should create it. So that should not fail. Let me see fundraiser. Let me see what's causing this error. Then minting to it is causing a problem, right? No, it's not mint to it here. Where is the mint happening? Doing this. Now having this error. Mint to might be because we are having an uninitialized account or because the vault belongs to a PDA. That should not be the problem though. Since I understand. create it. Requirements to it. So do I want to create it? Owner. If I want to, yes. Let's try creating it first. And SPL token ID, fundraiser. So let's do create. Let's create. Let's create, not mint. Let's just create. Let's not mint it, right? Should have an error. Instruction dot no. We have create and share token account. Not this one. Like as one token. Create and share token account. Like as VM. Like as VM token. Create associated token accounts. Idempotent. So this is what I need. This is what I need. Now they are doing the passing sense. But uh, this, in the sense. We open here. Idempotent. Do I still need something else? New. New SVM. Yeah. Here is the keeper in mint. Create as a token account. Not idempotent. Let's create as a token account first. SVM here mint. And it's not trying to, it's trying to create an account for let's do this. It should have SVM here mint token program ID, then owner. I need to wait to pass the owner, yes. Okay, sd.name. SVM player is who? Player is player. We have a mint dot owner. We have the owner is the owner is the fundraiser. Then dot send. The token program ID is we have token program ID. Program ID that we have dot send on fundraiser position 0. That should be a borrow. It should be a borrow. Move it out of scope. Then dot send should have a dot unwrap. Yeah. Means what's the mint here? Okay, now move it. Think we're good to go now. You did not fail at fundraiser authority of vote now. This is a different error. Did not fail at fundraiser authority of vote. So did not fill out check is alive. Main states is this. Want to show then ensure that the mint is initial. It means actually initialized now. So we should have that did not fill authority of votes. Authority of votes did not fill here. Okay, did not fill at authority of votes. So I want to assert now. I think this is what the problem is. This might be what the problem is. Vote owner is fundraiser key. It should actually be the owner. Let's do this down here. So it should not fill there. Hopefully, should get to authority of votes. Fundraiser PDA comparison. Actually stopping right here. It's getting this, but this is failing. Now it's getting the vote because we've created the vote. So now it's saying the owner of the vote is not the fundraiser, whereas the owner of the vote is actually the fundraiser. Vote state. Let's do vote state. Let's vote state. Vote state. Owner should be the fundraiser key. Now let's do that. Ah, so we're good, bro. Finally, our test went through successfully. So we have did not fill as fundraiser authority of vote, did not fill at mint check is alive, did not fill at mint check. Aha. Yeah. Now let's clean up all these logs. Did not fail here. Excuse me. Did not fail here. Did it fail at invoke sign? No, it did not fail at invoke sign. It also created it successfully. That's good. Did not fail here. Oh, great, bro. What's our set? So this did not fail here. Did not fail here. It did fail here. Did not fail here. Never failed. So all the tests went successfully. Oh, crazy stuff. So we have most of the checks done. Fundraiser states. So now what we want to do is save this to the I think we're creating the fundraiser here. So we created the account. Should we now did we so after creating the account, we are now setting the account. So now let's get escrow states and set it. hmm Now this will come in handy. Now this will come in handy. Fundraiser states because we created fundraiser. Yes. Now this will come in handy. Aha. So now we have this. This should be a mutable borrow. So we now have. Is this mutable? Is it mutable fundraiser? Yes. So we can do fundraiser state dot amount raise. Can set that to whatever we want because 1,000 euros. So this should be amount raise U8 dot 2 bytes. There should be 2 bytes to LE. To LE bytes. This should work. Nope, did not work. Expected an array of size 8. Yes, that's exactly the problem. It should be just one byte now since it's just numbers, right? So all of these eights should be one. Is it a is a U64? So U64, not U8. My bad. U64, not U8. So we have U64 is of 8. Exactly, that works. Then we have fundraiser state dot amount raise dot bump is bump U8 bump as U8, sorry, bump as U8. Bump is actually U8 one. Okay, that works. Then fundraiser state dot have the bump current amount equals zero U64 dot to early bytes. Then fundraiser state current amount duration is um can save that for now, but duration is we want to be in 10 minutes. I'll get to that. For now, just comment that out. And we should actually do this in the fundraiser. So if you do something similar, this so it's called initialize fundraiser. So it's taking amount to raise as U64 amount to raise is U64, current amount is zero. Yeah, we don't need current amount. So time started, we don't need time started, is exactly when they started. Duration, we also use U64. Duration is U64. We don't need the bump. The maker, let's know that. The mint to raise, already passing that. So the reason why I'm checking data from the client is this guys, right? So that is what the instruction data will be. Yep. So now let's do something. Let's ix data equals byte mark from bytes data. I need the bytes to be of type initialize fundraiser. Yep, initialize fundraiser. Yeah. So here we can set ix data dot duration is ix data dot duration should be dot to early bytes. Early byte doesn't work. Clarify. Found one. Its duration. Duration should be U81. Duration is U64. So if it's a mm, duration is should be Unix timestamp too. So let's just do it here. Right. So over here, that's how the byte works. Then fundraiser state dot what I'm gonna cover. The duration, current amount is zero, means to raise dot maker is maker dot try maker dot key dot as ref no to byte to vec does it work? Does this work? No, it does not work. Dot to bytes. I think we should have it to bytes here. To the I'll convert the pub key to bytes. I think I already have okay account info to bytes. That's what we're trying to do. That I think we did that somewhere here. Account info. We have an account info. Want to convert it to bytes. Account info to bytes. I got that key. Want to convert this key to bytes. As mutr as mut slice as mutable slice. This is what we need. Just as slice, not mutable slice. Right? Yes. No, it's not really it. Found this as ref, right? As mutable slice. So I don't need to do reference here. Let's see if mutable slice got it. Well, not got it. Found expected this mutable slice. So just slice. Let's see to vec, no, not to vec. It's not to vec. To vec shouldn't work. Shouldn't work. Now we'll convert a public key to this. Mm, so this would actually just work. That key is actually what we need there. Now let's see. Okay, I should have just dereferenced this so that would have solved the problem. And then set. Aha. Then fundraiser states dot what else? Amount bump current amount duration maker, amount bump current amount duration maker, mint to raise was X data that amounts to raise dot to any bytes. The fundraiser states dot last one is time started because Pinocchio Silva Silva no, yes Silva's clock next timestamp the timestamp I think it's dot next timestamp next timestamp no clock Silva clock. Okay, let me do this. Just finish this up here real quick. 3 hours, bro. Crazy. Let's do this. Let's check this out. Clock. Yes, and I wanted to do Unix timestamp. No, I have it here. Unix, Unix timestamp, Unix timestamp. What does that have here? I think this is delicate sites. Do I need to call this? I don't know call this. I cannot call this as. I need to call tuple. This is a tuple, and it should still have the 20 bytes. Let's see. From bytes to early. Yeah, this is not working that way. This should work right. Expected an array. Mint to raise is of what type? Mint to raise equals to mint to oh sorry, mint to raise is mint, not amount to raise. You already have an amount to raise. I exited out of the amount to raise. So this mint to raise is mint mint dot key and we'll soon be done. Just finish this up. Dereference this. So now this is the problem. This guy right here. It's a problem. There's no Unix timestamp on clock. Okay, clock. Type Unix timestamp is this. I think I should just do clock, then Unix timestamp. It's actually a Unix timestamp, so why was it not coming up? Why were you messing with my mind? Unix, no. I think I need to call clock, clock, clock. It's actually a Unix timestamp. So how do I access that? Clock, it's not a dot. It's still working. This is what I get. Let me check this again. Clock. Now copy your clock thing. Clock. So we have another clock inside clock. Oh, sorry, my bad. Then get that's Unix timestamp. So that's what you wanted me to do, right? As U64, I think. So U8 U64 U88 U64, I think 64 dot 20 bytes. Hopefully it works. Yeah, it work. And we are live. So let's modify our test a bit. That should be the last part. So for our make instruction, we actually have not make instruction, now that's called initialize data init data x. Then we call that init initialize fundraiser. Right, what's it called? The initialize instruction data. Initialize fundraiser. Initialize fundraiser. Not amount to raise and duration. Amount to raise. Then duration is in this data serialized. I will pass pass in new data serialized dot to data serialized. Yes, that's all. Dot to bytes. So we do not have it to bytes, and so we have it to bytes here. I just do MPL minutes. I should have this in different place though, but yeah. So we have it to bytes now. Then I can call to bytes on this, and I can pass it here. Let's just assume this is the data we want, right? Okay. Let's send it error. Yes, what is the error? Now I need to figure out where exactly did not fail at entry. It got into the program. So now where is the error coming from? Let's see. Initialize. It's not this error. It's not here. It's probably. Did I do anything above this? Yes. Yes, should be this guy. Data. So when I get instruction data in the take, I think it's in the take. Let me make. Like no tripod read unaligned no data map error. I think it's that map error. No. Oh, sorry, my bad. Let's try that again. And our tests are passing. So we have successfully done an invoke. So now check if check if the state of the account got updated from the client. So let me just remove one more log. Did not fail at entry. Yep. Hmm. Now in our models, thanks for still staying. We're almost done though. We put this down. Hmm. So after we finish this instruction, we create fundraiser instruction. This guy. After we finish the create fundraiser instruction right here, we want to check. Okay, let's just check. Let's check if the bump was set. If we have a bump, and if we do have a bump zero, or is it saying if we do have a bump, we use that token bump, so it should not be zero here. So let's check for any other data. dot amount to this, yeah, that's the amount to this, why not? Why? What's the problem there? It is dot right convert this to a number. This is it's amount to convert it to okay, I just go to see. Now if it do not work, there'll be problems, bro. Because now you're telling me to do that. Now if you do not work, there'll be problems. So let's see if actually something got set. Yeah, new user token bump. This is amount to raise. Amount to raise is zero. Why is zero out? Amount to raise, yes. What do you set for amount to raise? Amount to raise 10000. Let's do, and you put, oh, sorry, this is 400 right? And duration is this. So this should be like 400. It should even have some value. This is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is empty. This is an empty unit. Let's see what account are we even communicating with. Yeah. For instruction, we're checking the which right amount. So this is from fundraiser state data, right? We're getting byte more traffic by create instruction fundraiser and fundraiser state data. Mm, there should actually be data inside this. So what is the problem? What is the problem? Okay, we have this. I'll just clarify for this and we are done. That's the last step that's missing from this. And we have I'm done with this. I got I got this. Got this. I'm actually setting. This fundraiser right immutable. Okay. In fundraiser, this does which line is this instead of create a fundraiser struct with the values. Whoa. Okay. So after fundraiser state, it was my mark. So I think this is just this is just reading. It's not a mutable. It's not a mutable thing. So let's just create the account state directly like this. Mutable data equals try to remove data. Then we have instead of doing this, let's do this. Fundraiser states. Then instead of setting everything we can do, let's move borrow data. The reason is because this I think if we do bytes, read bytes, it may work, but let's just do this. Do this, then use data, then data from the result length, not copy from slice. Yes, using byte of yeah. Let's see that if we did primary data, remove this, remove this. Let's see if this works. These are name of transforms and states. Move this mix. I'm not removing the mix. Oh, it's my code. Let's see if we get something now. Okay, now we actually get data there. The problem is because using bytemark here as tripod read. So what if we did from bytes instead of this? Nice, nice. What if we did from bytes instead of instead of instead of this? So it would work if we use from bytes. It would work from bytes mutable. So byte mock from bytes mutable. Is there a try? Let's see. From bytes mute. Yes. From bytes mute. Then we have this. So there's no wrap on this side. That's the problem. Cannot borrow a as mutable. Cannot borrow as mutable. Try borrow data. Try borrow data mute. I think it is fundraiser dot borrow mute data. Borrow borrow mute data. Yes. Borrow mute. Borrow data. Borrow mute data. Borrow mute data checked. I need to be able to borrow your data. I don't want to do unchecked. Fundraiser dot data length. So borrow data. I don't want to do unchecked. Can borrow data. Borrow this data. This returns this returns a boolean, right? Check if it's possible to get mutable references like that. If failing, you refuse to borrow the info. Okay. Can borrow this data. So you need the reference to it. You need the reference to it. Dot unwrap. Dot asref. There you want. Dot unwrap. What's the problem now? Expected mutable reference to it. Okay. I'll take Camborne miss data. Will work there. Let's check. From bytes mutable. What is that? And delete data. These are the try borrow mute data. Let's see this. Fundraiser and try borrow mute data. Boom. So there is a try borrow mute data actually. I was stressing myself. Yes. We have that state. Then we can we can now do this. If we wanted to do that, then we can do remove this. that will introduce all of this back. Where is the error? Where is the error, bro? Fundraiser value dropped. Wow, borrowed. Fundraiser states. How we doing? Okay, okay. Let data. I'm just trying to round up it. Data equals fundraiser. Fundraiser is data this. Right. So this where I can put and mute data. Yeah, right. We work the unwrap. There's no unwrap. Yeah, right. So we will unwrap it there. And with data cannot borrow it as mutable until it's declared as mutable. Data equals borrowing a mutable reference that cannot borrow it as mutable, as not declared as mutable, cannot borrow as mutable. So it is now just put this data here. Okay, that should work. Let's try now. And hopefully we get yes, we arrive at the same what's it called? Arrive at the same solution, right? With our initial method. So we could just use also I'm mutating the data, right? We do from bytes mutable byte mock. Yeah, that makes more sense than this. I don't want to do this. I just want to do what I want. Simple and straightforward makes more sense for me, right? Let's test again. That we actually did that. Aha. So our create instruction actually worked. Then we can make push the GitHub right now. Git status, and we are done for today. It's actually night. Yeah, it's like done for tonight. Git commit fix create data worked. Create record. Create fundraiser work. Works in tests also. Then we just push to GitHub. We have a main branch. Then let me check. We are good to go now. So let me check if it actually we actually posted the right thing. Let me see if I can post the right thing here. Yes, it's in the GitHub. You can it's on the repository is updated now, so you can check the repository out and give it a spin, right? So thank you for joining today's space. This has been the Anchor Founder. This is 3 hours 29 minutes into, and yeah, we'll see on Friday. But I would make the other instructions, but I won't do a live session for that. If you want me to do a live session for that, just comment in the on GitHub. I want to do a live session for the other instructions, right? Then we will get to that. Other than that, this has been the Anchor Founder. Thanks for joining, and this is Inspiration signing off. Yeah.